Hello my watchers of Doctor Who, my name is Pell and this is once again coming from my white room. If you've been watching my channel somewhat regularly, you will know that I have only uploaded up to Season 3 of Doctor Who. Season 4 is coming next week in a very special type of thing because it's the end of David Tennant's reign. But this review is for Season 7 of Doctor Who with Matt Smith. So yeah, let's get right into it. Just before I say anything though, there will be spoilers from Season 7 in this video. I'll talk about the ending to Season 7, so the name of the Doctor episode. That will be after the credits, like I've been doing for a while now in my videos. So just know that you have been warned. If you haven't watched the full of Season 7 yet, don't watch this. Season 7 has been basically split into two different parts. We have the first half of Season 7, which has Amy and Rory, it has their finale, and then it has the second half of Season 7, which is with the Doctor and Clara. So I'll be talking about these parts kind of separate because they are basically two separate story arcs. So with the first part, we see Amy and Rory in the first episode of Season 7. They are basically about to get divorced, they're very unhappy, and the Doctor takes them. Well, they're kind of abducted by the Daleks and have to go on an adventure to the Dalek asylum. And at this asylum, we see the first look of Clara Oswald, or as she's known in this episode, Oswin. This is kind of an episode that sets up a few things. We get Amy and Rory back together, happy dandy. The rest of Season 7 up to Angels in Manhattan is basically all Amy and Rory episodes, all just like little episodes. We see dinosaurs, we see the Doctor in an old West town, and we see the Black Cubes. The finale, the mid-season finale of Season 7 is Amy and Rory's finale, Angels in Manhattan. We see their departure, and we see Amy finally have to make one last final decision of who she is going to choose. And one thing that I found really interesting is that even when Amy and Rory were falling, the Doctor, he sees them do this and he only shouts the name Amy. And it's like he mainly only cares about Amy. He doesn't shout Rory. When he sees that they're both alive, he's very happy that they're both alive. But the main person that he is concerned about is Amy. Even when Rory gets zapped back in time, he tells her, "I will never be able to see you again," which shows that he has a lot of affection for this person. He cares about her pretty much as possible besides River. And so, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of interesting. The finale for them was very well done, I thought. It ended with their deaths, but not in a violent death. It showed that they were together. It showed that Amy ultimately chose Rory. That's who she wanted to be with. Yeah, very satisfactory episode. The Christmas special, The Snowman, sets up part 2 of this season, where we introduce Clara Oswald and the Great Intelligence. At the beginning of that episode, we see that the Doctor has been on his own for a number of years now. He's still very depressed about the loss of Amy and Rory, and he basically won't adventure anymore. He's retired, and he's basically just sitting up in his TARDIS in the clouds and not really doing anything except for reading. He's got Amy's glasses, which I think is really cool. But then obviously Clara shows up, the Great Intelligence thing happens, and then the Doctor starts adventuring again. And then in the Bells of St. John, that's when he meets the regular companion Clara, and they start doing their adventure thing. In terms of Clara Oswald as a companion, the first few episodes, she was just kind of getting broken in. She was learning all this stuff by, I think it was Hyde. Where she was starting to come into her own as a companion, and then as the episodes kept going, she became more and more confident, and she knew what she was doing, and we got to see similarities between her and Rose, Martha, Donna, Amy, all these people who have been the Doctor's companions and who have come into their own as a companion for however long they stay with the Doctor. In terms of a season, I thought it was a really good season. I wish it hadn't been as split up as it was because there's a really big time gap. I finished, the nice thing for me though, was that I finished Angels in Manhattan before about mid-March, and so I didn't really have to wait a whole lot of time for the next part to start up. But it was a large amount of time between Angels in Manhattan and the Snowmen, and the Bells of St. John. Yeah, like I said before, I'll talk about the Name of the Doctor episode, which is the finale for season 7, and the episode which leads into the 50th anniversary special. I'll talk about that after the credits, which will start up in about a minute. And yeah, overall, like I said, I really enjoyed this season. Thought it was really well done. There are a few episodes which I thought were kind of just filler, and they weren't really that important, but that's gonna happen in every season of Doctor Who. Yeah, let me know what you thought of the season down below. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. I'd appreciate it immensely. And as always, my good people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching. Now, if you are still watching, you are here to see my thoughts on the season finale, The Name of the Doctor. And as a whole, I really, really enjoyed this episode. We see, and I think, as far as I can remember, this is the first season finale which has included aspects of the Christmas special into its episode. We see the great intelligence from the Christmas special, The Snowmen. We see Jenny and Strax, and we see everyone from that episode in this one. And it's just a really cool thing to see. We see River's song again, finally. And this is, as far as I could tell, her finale episode. The thing that I kind of wish we would see is, well, we probably will still see this at some point, is the Doctor giving her his sonic screwdriver. I would assume that this will happen during the finale to Matt Smith's reign as the Doctor. I assume that's when this will happen, but yeah, that's me getting off track. The fact that we got to see the fields of Trafalgar, that is a really cool thing, and something that I didn't really expect to happen yet. This is where the Doctor was buried, and where the majority of the episode takes place. We do, as far as I could hear, we do hear the Doctor's name, and I think it was Ace, which I expected something more Gallifreyan, but it's so cool. I feel like most people are still going to refer to him as the Doctor. The fact that his name is known isn't really going to be a huge deal. Yeah, that's something that happened in the episode. I didn't really have a huge issue with it because, like I said, I just don't feel like it's going to really kill the series. It's not going to be called Dr. Ace now or anything like that. It's still Doctor Who, and he's still known as the Doctor. We see Clara Oswald. We see why she has been throughout the Doctor's timeline. We see why we have seen her 3 different times now. Once in Silent of the Daleks, we see her in the Christmas special, and then we see her from Bells of St. John onward. And basically, they find the Doctor's tomb. They see his life stream. Great Intelligence goes in, messes up the Doctor's timeline. Clara goes in, corrects it, and she's dispersed throughout time and space. Doctor goes in, he saves her from that, and we also see John Hurt, who, at the very end of the episode, it labels as the Doctor, and then it leads into the 50th anniversary. So I've seen many, many, many different speculations as to what this means. Will he be the 12th Doctor? Has he been the Doctor already, making Matt Smith the 12th? Or, I don't know. I don't want to really speculate too much because I don't know enough, I guess you could say. And I just want to wait for the 50th anniversary to reveal all that it can. As a whole, I thought that the finale did a really, really nice job. It was probably the best episode of the second half of the season. Because, like I said, Amy and Rory and Clara's episodes were kind of split. They're 2 different types of episodes. And so, yeah, let me know what you thought of the finale down below, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So yeah, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. I would appreciate it immensely, as usual. Yeah, that's about it. As always, my good people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, Geronimo!